Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Weekend Wager Show, where we have a lot of fun, get you ready for the weekend, and we give you your 12-pack of plays to get you ready for the weekend. Today is a jam-packed show, and it's our first Weekend Wagers right here at Coach & Company. I can't thank them enough for allowing us to partake in Weekend Wagers, but now we have a show that runs Monday through Thursday live right here at Coach & Company. At 3 p.m. Eastern, so tune in. It's a shorter show. It's about 15 minutes. We want to make sure that we give you a little bit of any breaking news, team trends, or things that you need to pay attention to. We also give you free plays, and then at the very end, we have a lot of fun. We hit some this week. Well, Mark hit some this week. The little daily dingers, and so plus 300 plus. You can't go wrong on that one. So we're making sure we're winning you some money, but here at Weekend Wagers, we have a little bit more fun. If this is your first time, thank you and welcome. We try to go ahead and kind of have a little banter back and forth, have some fun for the weekend. But we're going to give you your 12 plays Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, depending if there is a lot of time in the NFL season. We can do that right now. It's hard to give you some NFL plays, but we have plays for both Friday and Saturday today. And then after that, it's all about the Saloon. Plus 1,000 or more. Today, we're doing home run hitters. So we're doing a combo, two guys to go the yard, and it is plus 1,000. So only Robby's in, except for Joe Neuenfeld, who is there as well in the chat. So if you got a plus 1,000 or more little dinger combo, go ahead and put that in the chat. We'd be more than happy if yours hits to put you in the saloon with us. But that's it. I'm out of breath already. It is our first show back. We got some new digs. We look good. All right, let's get to it and look at these fellas. And no, that's not it. I'm pushing the wrong button already. How is this messing up? There's nobody on the show. What happened, Mark? What did you do to me?
I didn't do anything. I got very comfortable in that host chair, but I didn't touch any of your dials.
I don't know what happened, but we had it set before the show. Then all of a sudden, I guess everything blew up. But Robby, man, how are you doing today?
Man, I was good. I was just blasting Thunderstruck by AC/DC, prior to the show, and just ready to get this thing going, dude.
No doubt. All right, well, that might be in my my weekend vibes. A little thunder and lightning. There's been a lot of lightning, some annoying thunder. I feel like it's everywhere. But we do have a full show of our plays, and as everybody knows, that we try to make sure we don't go 0-4, but we're going to cut back on any of the punishments. Okay, so we're going to kind of put that back behind us. New place, we don't want to get in trouble, but we'll try to make sure we have fun. We're always going to make fun of each other. That's a guarantee, is making fun of each other. But we have our plays, and I think that Robby has the most on a Friday, or no, it's Mark that has the most. So Mark, I'm going to have you lead us off with all your 17,000 plays you have for Friday. So, Mark, what you got on Friday?
I don't know if it's 17,000, but let's start. We're going to take the Pittsburgh Pirates first 3 innings team total under 1 run at minus 125. The Pirates offense in the first 3 innings is so chronic right now. You would think that Dr. Dre would be coming out to give this take. It's not. It's just me. The Pirates are batting 194 early. Basically, they're putting up numbers you'd expect to see if somebody handed them pool noodles instead of bats. They've only scored 9 runs completely in the first 3 innings over their last 11 road games. And now they run into, I don't want to pull a soupy, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who, when he isn't driving in Mario Kart, has been solid, even if a couple teams have gotten him, have touched him up early for runs. The difference between those teams and who he's facing tonight in Pittsburgh is those teams could actually hit. They're the Cubs, Rangers, and the Phillies, I believe, are the 3 teams, all in the top 15 as far as ERA in the first 3 innings. The Pirates, 5th worst at that 194. I love this spot to target a very offensively struggling Pirates team.
All right, so you're targeting them in the first 3 innings. So is that no runs?
Yeah, they won't score. They won't score a run in the first 3 innings.
Okay. All right. Well, I like that. Let's go ahead and get to your other 2 plays. Looks like your next one is on the ice. So what you got for your next play?
Yep, going to the ice. We're going to target Sam Montembeault of the Montreal Canadiens to go over 24.5 saves. That's at minus 125. Washington has been lighting Monty up. through 2 games this series, he's averaging 32 saves. And that's not just standing tall in the net. That's full on battle mode. Even during the regular season, where Washington on the road averaged 27 shots, when they played in Montreal for their only game this year, they lit him up for 35 shots. He logged 32 saves. Tonight, I expect him to absolutely be absorbing so many shots. You think he was ballistic gel with a hockey mask. I'll get into the Nerfy play.
Yeah, let's go, man. Keep it rolling.
You got it. The 3-teamer. We're going with Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and Boston. Teams with bats so quiet in the first, it's like they're on airplane mode. Pittsburgh, we just talked about them. They've been allergic to first inning runs, which is why I love that first 3 play as well. They've been held scoreless in the first inning in 8 straight road games, and they've only scored 1 first inning run in 11 road games. Tampa Bay, they haven't scored a first inning run at all on the road this season. And we're talking a microscopic 0.53 batting average in the first when away from the Trop. That is so low. It literally is just below DG's OKC Thunder fan rating at the moment. Third one is they're batting just 156 in the first inning, and they're facing Ben Lively, who's 2-0 Nerfy in his road starts. Boston's been scoreless after 1 inning in 11 of their 13 road games. You put them all together, plus 116 par.
My God, are you done?
Done.
Sheesh, Louise. I didn't know what was happening. All I know is I hope that we have Pittsburgh score in the first inning. That's all I got to say. That's what I want today, and that's going to be my 5th place. We're giving you a baker's dozen. I'm going Pittsburgh, run in the first inning, whatever the odds are, play it, because it's going to happen.
Dude, I'm not even an OKC fan. What are you doing right now?
Listen,
all I heard was Yokozuna and Mario Kart. That's all I heard.
Whatever. I fell asleep twice during that, so I'm not sure what happened. The jokes were great. I don't remember half of them now at this point, but yes, they were great. All right, I'm gonna
Mario Kart one. I like the Mario Kart one.
Yeah, I guess I missed that one.
Good.
I didn't even hear that one. What's the Mario Kart one, Mark? Because I missed that one, I guess.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
He's the Mario Kart driver.
Yeah, so he's not driving in Mario Kart. He's been pretty solid on the mound.
Wow. All right, yeah, I definitely missed that one. All right, let me go to my place real quick, and I have 2 for Friday. We're here looking at Bobby Portis, crazy eye Bobby Portis over the 8.5 rebounds at plus 100. Bobby Portis has been good, but if you look at his stats as of late, he's getting a lot more minutes in the actual playoffs because he's been the only guy that's been a plus in the last 2 games going up against Indiana, I almost said Indianapolis, Indiana Pacers. And so if you look at that, getting 31 minutes in the last game, he had 12 rebounds in the last game. I like him to go for a double-double, which is at plus 175. So if you want to grab that, I still think he gets 10 points. He's at 13.5 is what his number is. I don't love that, even though he did crush it with 6 3-pointers last game. But I think he can easily get to the 8.5 rebounds, maybe even 10 if you want to ladder him up to there. But I think he's going to be one of their pivotal pieces. I struggle with that word always. But anyway, we're going to go to the next game here, and this is going to be baseball. Both of these games are late. Marcell Ozuna for the Braves, 1+ walk. I get it. It is a minus 135. Not a big deal. That doesn't scare me that much. But he's going against Zach Gallen, who likes to walk people. But also, Ozuna has had a walk in 4 straight, and he's consistently walking in every single game. He has a lot of people that are around him, and he's the heavy hitter. And so if you can look at targeting Olsen, maybe targeting Austin Riley and these other guys that aren't hitting as well as he is, I think that they'll give up a walk to him to not allow his big bat. And so the big bear, a big walk at minus 135. All right, Robbie, your turn. Here's what you got.
Yeah, so the play looks like a novel on the screen, but I promise you I won't take as long as Mark. Victor Arvidsson over 1.5 shots on goal, and Leon Draisaitl 1+ point. You can get that at minus 105. We all know how much I like Leon Draisaitl. He's the only one on Edmonton who has a pulse right now. As you speak about walking, that's what Edmonton looks like they're doing on the ice. Arby is a shot on goal in all 6 of his last 6 games versus LA. I love a good revenge factor. He used to play for the Kings. If you tuned in this morning, Mark pretty much covered all of Arby's. We did not actually talk about that play before the show. It was actually just some synergy And then we're going to go to Taylor Hall tonight in the Carolina and New Jersey game. Take him for 1.5 shots on goal at -120. This is another revenge factor. He loves playing his old team. He's gone over this prop in 7 of his last 8 games versus New Jersey. He's also gone over this line in 6 of his last 10 overall. So give me Taylor Hall, 2 shots on goal, cash that ticket.
Nice. I like it. All right. Anything else on Friday that anybody needs to pay attention to other than our plays? Mark, do you have anything on Friday?
No, I'm excited. Can't wait. I think we got it all covered. We got a little nerfy action. We've got some hockey going. We're all over the place.
All right. Well, let's keep it rolling then. We'll get into Saturday and get you our plays as we continue on. And Mark, if you'll go ahead and lead us off for Saturday, sir.
You got it, DG. I am rolling with Tomas Hertl to get at least 1 point tomorrow. Hertl he's not just been showing up lately. He's putting up points like he's trying to win free drinks on the strip. He's cashed this line in 3 of the last 4 games he's played. History's got his back on this one as well. He's cleared this line in 8 of 11 games against Minnesota. Despite his efforts, especially recently in the last 3 games of the playoff series, Vegas finds himself down 2-1 in this series. They need Hertl to go off offensively and start getting this offense going again. The offense runs through him. I expect him to start just throwing haymakers and really lighting this place up.
All right. Tomas Hertl. Make sure you go ahead and get that in. I believe that was a play yesterday. Robby, did that hit yesterday?
It absolutely didn't. The 3 of the 4 was yesterday. But I do agree with Mark. I mean, you can't bet with your emotions. Hertl has been consistent, and Jack Eichel and Mark Stone are on a milk carton right now. So Hertl's probably your best bet on Vegas to get a point.
Oh, and to be clear, the point play did not hit last night for Hertl. His shots on goal did.
Gotcha. Okay, so did your play of the day hit yesterday?
Yes.
See, one way or another, we'll figure this out. We'll hit something. We'll attack it in so many different ways.
When one of us loses, the other one wins. We got each other's back. That's
if they're all plus money, you end up winning money somehow. Just play them all.
Go.
We'll figure it out. All right, I'm going to go to my play here on Saturday, and I'm going to go back to the NBA, my first one. It's going to be Kel'el Ware under the 6.5 rebounds at +100. Kel'el Ware, very good player. Unfortunately, he isn't a guy that you want to target during the actual playoffs. He's not getting many minutes. He's looking at getting roughly 19 to 20 minutes in these games. He has been starting sometimes throughout the regular season. He wasn't starting. Realistically, Kel'el Ware is a good player, but you're going up against Cleveland, who has, the Twin Towers there in Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. I think he's struggling with one. His size just isn't as big, but he's getting 4 rebounds right now in the playoffs. And so because of that, he's going way under. The reason this line is so high is because he's going back to home. Usually role players play better at home. The issue is I think Cleveland is that good to potentially run out from him. And I think because of that, you could have his minutes limited even more. And so no matter what the score is, whether it's a blowout or whether it's a close game, I don't think he plays over 20 minutes because they're going to put in guys that they feel more comfortable with. And so because of that, I'm going to go under on that. All right, let's go to the other game. And yes, it just shows. I just want to commend myself for this play. The Thunder, -14 at -110. This is a little pat on my back to myself because simply I'm not an idiot and I don't just follow my heart. I'm not biased. The Thunder, I hate them and I hate their fans. But what I'll say is the Grizzlies, they were up by 26 points at halftime without John Morant. They ended up going to lose the game by 7 or whatever it might have been. Like, that's a big number. I don't know if anybody realized 29 or 26 plus 7. Yeah, if you carry a couple ones, I think you're okay. You'll get over 30. The Grizzlies are going to be done. They're going to give up. I think that this game is a 30-point blowout win by OKC. Take the -14, take the -20. It doesn't matter. OKC wins by a mile. And at that point, we'll cash the ticket, and I'll cry in my beer on Saturday. But anyway, that's all. I'm done. I'm not talking about it anymore. I didn't even want to give that play because I don't want to give these Thunder idiots a chance to revel in the fact that I'm picking their team to win, but I'm not an idiot because I do not show my bias. But Robby, last plays, let's knock it out. I have more to say on my Thunder friends in the weekend vibes. What you got on Saturday, man?
Can't wait. So we're going back to the ice on Saturday with Ryan Hartman and Tim Stützle over 1.5 shots on goal. And you can get this at plus 157. Ryan has hit this prop in 80% of his last 15 games versus Vegas, prior to last night's game, of course, because he also didn't do anything. But Tim has gone over this prop in 7 of his last 7 straight games versus Toronto. Ottawa tomorrow is going to be in full desperation mode. They're going to need all hands on deck, and I expect Tim to shoot the puck. Sticking with that Ottawa game, Drake Batherson, who's also on the top line with Brady Tkachuk. You can take his point prop at minus 135. He has a point in 9 of his last 10 games overall, and in 7 of his last 9 games against Toronto. He seems to fare well at home, so I like Ottawa being at home. I like the desperation mode. I like Brady Tkachuk as well. If you can find his point props, they were just too juiced to play by themselves.
All right, within the playoffs, is it getting Robbie? I'll go to you on this one. Is it getting easier to, because that's kind of how it is in the NBA, easier to play player props like a couple of days in advance or a day in advance, other than the day of, because they're setting lines a little earlier. The regular season, you're not getting lines too far in advance, right? You're getting them the day of. In the playoffs, is hockey giving you at least a day, maybe a day and a half, to be able to see some player props?
Yeah, so I forgot it was the playoffs. So when I actually checked to do my research this morning, I was like, oh crap, the lines are posted. So I felt like Christmas morning to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're posting them early, and I would grab them early as well, because you never know in the NHL, injuries could pop up. There's always somebody getting hurt last minute, something like that. They don't want to actually reveal their roster till closer to time. Really, the only people they'll let you know is if the goalie's going to be in net or not. But yeah, it's easier to get player props. Now, hitting player props right now is a whole other story. Talking about lightning and thunder in Florida, there is no lightning in Florida right now because the Panthers have steamrolled them the last 2 games.
Wow. All right. Well, I do like that pun a lot. All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. If everybody knows what time it is, it's all about the Saloon, where we try to give you a plus 1,000 or more. It can be a single play. If you have somebody that can hit 1 home run for 1,000 or more in a book, but we cannot usually find those, and they don't happen often. So we're going to pair 2 guys together, and we're going to see if we can give you a saloon shot to help you all get in the saloon. All right, we already have some saloon brethren in there, and no, I am not one of them, but we do have Robbie Hockey and Joe Neuenfeld with their beautiful little mugs, just hanging out, drinking by themselves, not inviting me, not inviting Mark. That's okay. Today, it all changes, but Robbie, you're the leader in the clubhouse, so I'm going to let you go first. Who you got today for your saloon play?
Yeah, I'm going with Fernando Show Me Your Tatis and Vladdy Guerrero. You can get that at plus 18-16. Look, Tatis hasn't faced Shane Baz as of late, but he does like to go against his pitch mix really well. Fastballs and breaking balls are some of his hits. They're some of the home runs he's hit the most of. He has 21 home runs off a fastball, 10 home runs off a breaking ball. And then Vladdy, we share some synergy as well, because we simply hate the New York Yankees. It's pretty well documented. He doesn't like the Yankees. He's homered against them in 4 of his last 7 games. Tonight, he's going against Carlos Carrasco as well. In his 6 plate appearances, he has 2 hits and 1 home run. So give me Vladdy and Tatis at plus 18-16.
All right, I'm going to go next. And mine is very simple. I wanted to go with Marcelo Zuna, but I just feel like they're going to pitch around him a little bit. But at 8 plus 18-35, I had to go for this. And I did try to go Brent Rooker, Aaron Judge, and it was plus 996. I had no way that I could find on any book plus 1,000 or more. I was going to go the chalkiest of the chalky plays, because I do think Aaron Judge, and you'll see a little bit later with Mark, he'll explain why, will go a yard tonight. But I'm going Matt Olson going against Zach Gallen. And you're looking at Arizona, who plays indoors. I feel like they do have chemistry where he's hitting 300 against him lifetime. He does have a home run off of him at some point. I really think that Matt Olson can just kind of be the guy who just strikes out until he doesn't. And the one time he doesn't strike out, maybe he'll hit a long ball for us and we cash him. But then Brent Rooker, who also Dan Clark is on. He's on Austin Riley and Brent Rooker. I'm going to go ahead and tag Brent Rooker as well. One, he's a Memphis boy, and we do not like thunder here in Memphis. And so I had to back up my other Memphis guy. And so Brent Rooker tagged with Matt Olson. I think Brent Rooker's in a good spot also with the weather out there. So plus 1835. I'm going to tag my two guys and get into the saloon. All right, Mark, who you got? And if you tell jokes on this one too, my God, what are we doing?
Well, DG, look, first I'm going to Colorado because there's only two things that come out of Denver, and that's steers and home runs. I'm taking Spencer Steer to crank a home run. He's faced Freeland 5 at-bats. He's already got 1 home run off him. It's at altitude. They are going to be hitting this ball. They got a slight wind blowing in, but at that altitude, it just doesn't matter. If that wind is below 30 miles an hour, it's not stopping a thing. I'm going to take Aaron Judge because Judge not only has 5 home runs, he against oh God, who's the pitcher?
Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Josie Berrios.
Oh, Josie Berrios. Is that his new name?
Josie's on a vacation far away. Judge has already got 5 home runs off of him. In addition to that, he hasn't hit a home run in over a week. And you're talking about the guy who's leading the team with Jazz Chisholm, who was 7 home runs on the year. This guy is due for a home run. He's getting a pitcher that he's very comfortable in hitting, and he's got that short field again.
Short field. They're in Yankee Stadium. I wanted to go Judge because Jose Berrios is not a good pitcher. Judge is a good hitter. And then if you talk about the short porch and right, just go ahead and lay one out there, and I think he'll be okay. But yes, I wanted to play it. Dan brings up a good thing. Judge and Rooker's plus 1,027. Mark, I got a question. If for some reason Judge and Rooker both hit one, can I be an honorary member into the saloon?
I think if Judge and Rooker hit, that you and I both get honorary entrances to the saloon, simply because I've already gone 2 for 2 this week.
No, okay. I hit a plus 4,000 one weekend, and I didn't get in. I don't care, Judge, Rooker, Booker, whoever. No, you have to hit a plus 1,000 on this show. Absolutely not.
I don't believe we were asking you, Rob. I think this was a conversation between DT and I.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so Mark, I feel like we're good on this one. Like, so do we both agree if Judge hits one, we both get in?
I don't know that that's going to fly with our fan base.
All right. Well, even Dan says no, we can't get 2 bets. And so it is what it is. All right. I'll stick with what's on the screen. I'll go with Matt Olson and Brent Rooker. But yes, thank you, Dan, for hooking us up and giving a little help. But
hey, Dan is always shout out to Dan, because he's always good about, if I have odds that seem to suck, he always finds better odds somewhere else. So if you need to look for good odds, just ask Dan. He's always got the hookup.
Oh, maybe I will then. My God, who knew that you could just make decisions around here like this? All right, let's get to the weekend. My God, this thing is off the tracks and having a great time. But getting to the weekend here, the weekend vibes. Who knew that Mr. Talkative over here on the very end? Let's go ahead and see what kind of weekend vibes you got today, Robbie.
I'm kind of like CM Punk. You just got to give me a live microphone and let me spit every once in a while. Nah, man. Weekend vibes. I've got 2 more weekends of soccer left, which means I've got 2 games to coach tomorrow. Really, really looking forward to watching some hockey this weekend. Monday coming up. There's only 2 games on the Monday hockey slate, so each day it just keeps getting shorter and shorter of things I love to bet on. And then you get straight into the lull of baseball season. I'll be excited for like the first week of betting baseball. And then every day looking at the same sheets over and over again, I'm just going to be like, oh, my God. I'm going to have to do cricket like we talked about the other day. I'm going to go find some cricket to bet on. But no, vibes are high. Looking forward to the weekend. And that's what I have for my weekend vibes. No negativity. All positive around here.
This new guy, after that chip, I don't know what happened, but it went all positive.
Something in that chip.
There's something in that. I need to get one of those chips. Let me go grab one real quick. I think I got one here somewhere. Do I need to get a chip and just go ahead and just get all happy vibes? Is that what we're doing?
Do it. That's it, man.
Crazy. I'd rather be angry than have happy vibes eating that shit. All right, Mark, what you got on this beautiful weekend ahead of us?
Well, first of all, I can't tell you how happy I am about the way you've toned down against the Thunder fans. That's great. way to really release the pressure from that one. I've got great vibes because I can't begin to tell you how fired up I am for next weekend's show, because I will have UFL football plays next weekend. That's right. This guy has been tracking the UFL scoring and
the UFL.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like finding a $20 bill in your winter coat, except it's spring and the 20 is going to come with 4 quarters of reckless offensive coordinators, 4-string quarterbacks slinging it like it's a Madden tournament. I mean, this is great stuff. If you've not seen a UFL football game, you don't know what you're missing. Give it a watch. It's a lot of fun. It's watching 40-plus-year-old linemen still move up and down because they just love playing the game. It's like watching DG in his church league shooting threes. You know, he just loves being out there.
It's a U40 league. It's U40 league.
And we've all suffered enough. And, you know, Robby just mentioned it. You're going to get through the dull drums of summer with the long baseball days. Frustrated with the shots on goal. Was it a shot on goal? Maybe it was, but they just took it off. All the frustration there. I want something weird. I want something that screams, yeah, I bet the Birmingham Stallions, and I'm proud of it because I got it at -2.5.
We have a connection on the St. Louis Battlehawks as well. Coach Phil.
Yeah.
Calling the plays. So
maybe,
like I said, reckless offensive coordinators.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Phil, always an OG here within the Weekend Wagers crew, but mainly the coaching company, no doubt. But my weekend is going to be very good. There will be no singing, thank God. And no, I will not eat that chip. So neither one of those will happen. So my last night was interesting. So obviously the Grizzlies go down. John Morant gets flipped on his head by Lou Dort, the linebacker. And I hate seeing stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense when there's stupidity involved in things like reckless plays. Just irritating to me. And then like when you don't stick up for a teammate, it'd be like one of y'all getting made fun of or somebody, you know, punking you, and me and whoever that it didn't happen to, just take it and just lay over and not say anything. It'd be like us not doing anything for you, to stick up for you. And that's what it felt like last night. That stuff like that irritates me. And now I got these Bobo idiot Thunder fans coming at me who honestly don't even know that they are watching basketball. Somebody told them that they're supposed to like the Thunder because they're in Oklahoma City where everything goes to die. And all it is just flat land of being bored. And so they're so bored, and they just got internet last week, that they're trying to figure out how to use this internet thingy and trying to get out these little posty thingies and send them to me. And that's what they're doing. And in all honesty, I enjoy it. And I love a good banter. If everybody knows me. But yes, it's been funny. And it's been, I won't say rewarding, but it's been a laughable time. What's up, Robby?
Are you saying that me and Mark need to start jumping in the comment section? Was that a shot at me and Mark? Because we just sit back and watch.
I would rather, no, only in person if something happened.
Okay.
I meant in the basketball game, nobody came to John Morant.
Yeah, nobody defended him. Nobody, yeah.
I know. I was just making,
I would have threw somebody into the front row at least twice just to make sure the first time it was okay. We were cool. You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Long gone are the days of the what is it? The malice in the palace.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like kill somebody over here, guys. But I do think that they should have sent
that's plain to see.
Strong message. Plain to see. I like that.
And just out of curiosity, did you really think they just got internet last week comment was going to maybe quiet this thing down a little bit at all, or are you just?
No, they're big Bobo idiots. So I agree, and they'll never find this. But if they do, thank you.
I think it will quiet down because that dial-up's going to take too much bandwidth, and it's all going to go out anyway.
Zero chance that they can figure out enough of the letters to put them all together to make weekend wagers. There's too many W's. They didn't know you could push it twice. So
we're in it now, Mark.
They're going to have a tough time getting over here to old weekend wagers. Real quick, I want to know predictions. This is the last thing before we get out of here. but predictions on Shedeur Sanders. And I want to put something on the ledge here, a little Post-it note for you. I want to ask a question. If we all go around and give the team, and we can draw numbers, whatever you want to do, give the team that drafts Shedeur Sanders. If you pick it right, can you get into the saloon?
If it's plus 1,000.
It's not going to be plus 1,000. So no saloon, no matter what.
No Shedeur Saloon.
Wait a minute. What kind of inside info do you have? Because that's only a question that comes from somebody who's like,
I wish I knew. Yeah. I wish I knew. I literally don't even know the draft order. I don't even know who really would need, besides like 4 or 5 teams that need a quarterback. So let's go around. Robbie, I'll let you start. Who drafts Shedeur Sanders today? Because it's going to happen day 2. Who's going to draft Shedeur Sanders?
It makes the most sense with New Orleans, but Cleveland's going to Cleveland and probably take him. And I don't know if it's a win-win for either one of those guys at that point because Cleveland's such a mess. I would rather see him go to New Orleans because at least they've been known to actually build a franchise. So I think maybe going to New Orleans would be his best bet, but he's going to end up in Cleveland with Deshaun and Joe Flacco.
Okay. Mark.
Well, I'm looking at the draft.
Cleveland's got 2 picks in the
by the way, they've got the first pick tonight and then the number 4 pick tonight.
Yeah.
The Bears also have 2 picks. And I'm looking because I don't think. Yeah, I would have to go. If Cleveland doesn't take him, the Raiders take him at number 5.
Okay.
I like that. I haven't heard the Raiders much today, but I like that. Yeah.
So you're talking about Shedeur Sanders and Ashton Genty, both there under Pete Carroll. Obviously, I don't know what the contract is for Geno Smith. I don't know how long it was because they signed him, right? It had to have been a decent contract. So that's the only thing that worries me is his contract.
But I think there's only 2 years on his contract.
There you go. So that could be something that you'd better go there. I'm going to go with a different one. And this is pick number 42 overall. And this Jets, Jets. The Jets getting Shedeur Sanders, I think would be really good. You put him in New York, that would be box office. Do we even think that the Jets care that much if they win or lose? Like just kind of being on everybody's tongue and everybody's talking about you as the Jets, I think would actually be better than if they were actually really good. And so I think Shedeur Sanders is good enough. I think the Jets, if he was to fall, that would have to get him past the Saints, the Bears twice, Cleveland twice, and Oakland or Las Vegas once. That's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks that you would have to fall past.
Chicago's not taking him. They got Caleb Williams. They got to at least roll with Caleb Williams one more year. I can't imagine they take him if they really believe in Caleb, they got to get him some weapons around him.
Well,
so you're really looking at Vegas and Cleveland.
And you've got the Patriots in there. The Patriots are with the 38th pick.
They got Drake May, though, and I don't know how much they believe in Drake May, but they picked him up last year, so that's the other one. I don't know. That would do something to my confidence if I got drafted last year and then they've already picked a quarterback to go this year.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think Drake May's okay enough. I think they can learn to – but you do have a brand new quarterback, brand new coach that he did not draft Drake May. So there's a way out of it. But also with Chicago, the reason I brought them up, because they're twice and they're both in front of the Jets who do need a quarterback in a sense. I think somebody could move up or potentially, trade that. And so that's why I brought them up just in general, because they have 2 picks right there that I would assume that they would come off of one if they could fall back just a little bit to grab an asset. But Mark, what you got?
I was just going to say, do you think Shedeur Sanders invites all those people over to a watch party again today? Or is this one a little more reserved?
It's got to be more close-knit family, right? You can't have everybody over, but it is the Sanders, so why not? They're still there. Nobody left. I'm not saying the actual house, but the area. Nobody's leaving the area. Like, you're like, hey,
Shedeur said all the right things last night, but we all know if he does have a great NFL career, we're going to have to hear about this to the end of time if he does actually turn out to be a decent quarterback.
As he should.
I know. I'm just saying.
Everybody's face.
I know. I'm just saying it's going to be unbearable.
Well, listen, I know unbearable.
It'll be the same thing as soon as I get in the saloon.
That and having to listen to the dial-up the thunder idiots. Like they're literally the same people just yelling and hoping people listen. But that's all we got today on the show. I hope everybody enjoys themselves just like we're enjoying ourselves. Our Friday shows is the weekend wagers, different from weekday wagers. We go a little bit longer. We have a little bit more banter. We have fun. Usually Mark's drinking. I don't think he's drinking today. So usually his jokes are a lot better than they were today. So he'll get better. I promise. We'll practice in the mirror together. I just won't be there. And I'll just tell him what he should say and not say from now on. That way we don't get to this point like we did today. But I hope you're in your Mario Kart, just twiddling your fingers. And you know what? I hope everybody has a enjoyable weekend. And make sure you thunder up. Be nice and tell your friends.